Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be taking a deep dive into the final chapter of The Lone Capsuleer, The Hounds of the Hunt.
Oh, this is a good one.
It is, right?
Yeah.
So last time we left off with Valen, Eliana, and Kale in a pretty,
Pretty tight spot.
yeah, they're on the run.
They are trying to escape with that mysterious artifact.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
In their ship, the Javelin's Edge, but...
Yeah, the Javelin's Edge.
That's right.
Dark Bliss is not going to let them get away that easily.
Yeah, how does the author even begin to get them out of this?
Oh, yeah. Well, he really cranks up the tension.
Yeah.
Right from the get-go.
Okay.
Valen, our, normally so calculated strategist.
Right.
He makes this crazy, desperate gamble by flying straight into a nebula.
It's, a nebula.
Talk about a risky move.
It's a classic between a rock and a hard place. You've got Dark Bliss.
Right.
And his fleet closing in.
Coming up fast behind them.
Coming up fast behind them. And then you have this unpredictable nebula that could just tear their ship apart.
Yeah. I mean, what do you do in that situation?
So what makes Valen choose the nebula?
Well, I think it's more than just desperation.
Okay.
Valen is not only responsible for his own life,
Right.
but the safety of his crew, too.
Yeah, of course.
And this artifact, which we still don't really know anything about.
Right, exactly.
So he's carrying a huge burden.
Oh, yeah.
And that nebula, despite how dangerous it is, represents a chance, however slim, to disappear, to lose Dark Bliss in the chaos.
In the chaos of the nebula.
Exactly. So it's a gamble born out of a leader's responsibility.
It really adds another dimension to Valen.
Absolutely.
Right. He's not just reacting, he's thinking strategically.
Yeah.
Even when faced with impossible odds.
Even when it seems like there's no way out.
Yeah, and then just when you think things can't get more complicated,
right.
They find something even more unexpected.
A massive energy signature.
Yeah.
Inside the nebula.
What is that?
Is another gate builder relic, like the one they're carrying? Or is it something else entirely? Something maybe even more dangerous?
And remember, at this point, we, the readers, know as little about the gate builders as Valen and his crew do.
Exactly. Every new discovery just raises more questions.
And don't forget, they're still trying to outrun Dark Bliss.
Oh, yeah. The pressure is on.
Talk about pressure.
You've got to make a split-second decision.
They do.
Do you investigate this energy signature?
Right.
Risk putting yourself in even more danger?
Potentially.
Or do you focus on escaping and just ignore it?
They're in a tough spot.
Yeah.
So what do?
Well, they decide to investigate.
They do?
They do.
Wow.
Which I think really highlights a theme that runs throughout the whole book, this relentless pursuit of knowledge.
Even in the face of danger.
Even when it could get you killed.
That's intense.
Driven by curiosity, by this need to understand the unknown.
So they go deeper into the nebula following this energy signature and...
They find a gate, a fully operational gate.
Whoa.
I mean, this is huge.
It is a huge discovery.
Right. We've seen bits and pieces of gate builder technology before.
Throughout the story, yeah.
But this is the first time they found a functioning gate.
Yeah.
It adds a whole new layer of intrigue to the gate builder's civilization.
You really does.
What was its purpose?
How does it work?
Where does it lead?
It's like finding a doorway to another dimension in the middle of a cosmic storm.
In the middle of this crazy nebula.
Yeah, it's pretty mind-blowing.
It is.
I bet you weren't expecting that.
I was not.
It completely changes the story.
It does.
From a desperate escape
to
a journey into the unknown.
A journey into the unknown, exactly.
But of course, they still haven't escaped Dark Bliss.
Of course not.
He's not going to let them just waltz through this gate.
No, without a fight. He wants that artifact.
Right.
And he's not going to give up until he gets it.
So Dark Bliss's flagship emerges from the nebula.
Blocking their path.
It's a classic standoff.
It is.
He demands they surrender the artifact.
Of course.
Promises them safe passage in return.
In return. Yeah, right.
And fine.
But Valen...
He's not backing down.
He's not one to back down easily.
Never.
This is a pivotal moment, I think.
It is.
Where you really see Valen's character. He's not just a skilled pilot.
Right.
And a strategist. He's also fiercely loyal to his crew.
Absolutely.
And determined to protect what he believes in.
No matter the cost.
So with Dark Bliss breathing down their necks...
The tension is palpable.
Valen makes a daring move.
What does he do?
He orders Eliana to activate the gate.
The gate?
And plunges the Javelin's Edge right through.
Wow.
Leaving Dark Bliss and his fleet behind.
That's a bold move.
It's a risky move.
It is.
A leap of faith.
It is.
With no guarantee of what's on the other side.
Talk about putting your trust in the unknown.
It's a brilliant cliffhanger. It leaves us on the edge of our seats wondering where this gate has taken them. Yeah, where did they end up?
And it turns out even Eliana, their expert navigator, is just as surprised as we are.
How is that possible?
As they emerge from the gate, Eliana confirms they've arrived in uncharted space.
Uncharted space?
A region of the galaxy not found on any star charts.
Wow.
They've jumped into the void, leaving everything familiar behind.
And what do they find there?
What do they find there? Well, that's what we're going to find out in part 2 of our deep dive.
Oh, I can't wait. Talk about jumping into the deep end, right?
Into the unknown.
I mean, can you imagine?
No.
Hurtling through this unknown portal.
Yeah.
Ending up in uncharted space, totally off the grid.
Completely off the grid. It's a total leap of faith.
A leap of faith.
And it really speaks to their trust in each other. I mean,
yeah.
Vaylin trusts Eliana to get them through that gate. Eliana trusts Vaylin's judgment.
Right.
Even when it means taking a risk like that.
Even when it means going completely blind.
They're a team.
They are.
They're bound by this shared experience.
Absolutely.
And driven by this common goal.
Yeah, to figure out what's going on.
To protect that artifact.
To protect that artifact.
Right, and that shared goal, I think, becomes even more intriguing when they make their first major discovery in this uncharted territory.
Okay, what is it?
A massive derelict space station.
A space station?
A derelict space station.
Oh.
And not just any station, one that clearly bears the hallmarks of gate builder technology.
So they are connected somehow to the gate builders.
It seems like it, right.
This is getting interesting.
That's like stumbling upon a ghost ship.
A ghost ship?
In the vastness of space.
I mean, this is incredible.
The station is ancient.
Ancient.
Eerily silent.
Silent.
And orbiting a black hole.
Orbiting a black hole.
It's a little ominous, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, just a little bit.
I mean, it really sets the tone for this part of the story.
It does.
The author's choice of setting is brilliant.
Black holes.
Yeah.
They're these cosmic enigmas.
I mean, they're associated with danger and mystery.
Yeah, the warping of time and space.
Yeah.
You never know what's going to happen.
You don't.
It's almost Lovecraftian, would you say?
Oh, totally.
Like something out of a nightmare.
I'm getting chills just thinking about it.
I know.
I mean, imagine being in their shoes.
Yeah.
Stranded on this derelict station.
Right.
Cut off from everything familiar with a black hole looming over you.
Looming over you.
It just, I don't know, it's just...
There's a sense of isolation and vulnerability.
So much vulnerability.
Yeah, you're completely exposed.
And remember, they've been running from Dark Bliss this whole time.
All right.
They've escaped his clutches.
For now.
But the threat is still out there.
It's still out there.
They don't know if he can track them through the gate.
Exactly.
And now they're in this extremely vulnerable position.
Stuck on this derelict station, orbiting a black hole.
So even though that immediate chase is over, the suspense is still there.
Oh, yeah. The author does a great job of keeping us on edge.
Yes, and as if the derelict station and the black hole weren't enough.
Right.
Things get even more unsettling when the artifact they've been carrying suddenly activates.
The artifact?
It activates. This is where things get really mind-bending.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Throughout the book, this artifact has been a mystery.
A total mystery.
We don't know its purpose.
Right.
Its origins.
Yeah.
Even what it is.
It's just this enigma.
It's this enigmatic object.
Right.
That Vaylin is determined to protect.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's springing to life on this abandoned station.
I wonder if the station itself triggered something in the artifact.
Right, like the whole place was waiting for them.
Waiting for them.
Yeah, and what does it do? It projects a holographic message of a human figure.
A human figure.
A human figure.
But I thought the gate builders were aliens.
We don't.
This changes everything.
It throws a massive wrench into everything we thought we knew about the gate builders.
I know.
I mean, up to this point, we've assumed they were an alien civilization.
Right, vastly different from humans.
Vastly different from humans.
Now
we have this human figure
appearing out of the artifact,
welcoming Vaylin and his crew to this hidden place.
What does it mean?
It raises so many questions.
Are the gate builders human after all?
Or is there a deeper connection between humans and this ancient civilization that we're only just beginning to understand?
It's like peeling back layers of a cosmic onion.
Yeah.
And each layer reveals something even more perplexing.
The mystery keeps deepening.
And then there's that line from the human figure.
Right.
This place was never meant to be found.
What does that even mean?
What were they trying to hide?
What were the gate builders trying to hide?
And what are the consequences of finding it?
I mean, it really makes you realize Vaylin and his crew have stumbled onto something far bigger.
Way bigger.
Than they could have imagined.
It's not just about running from an enemy anymore.
No.
They've stumbled right into an ancient mystery.
That spans galaxies and possibly
even time itself.
And the suspense doesn't end there.
Of course not.
Just as Malin and his crew are trying to process this cryptic message,
it
abruptly ends.
Oh, no.
The screen flickers.
What?
And an ominous countdown appears.
A countdown.
A countdown.
This is intense.
Talk about a cliffhanger.
What does it mean?
Is it a timer?
A timer for what?
For some catastrophic event?
Oh, no.
A trap about to be sprung?
Or maybe a deadline.
A deadline.
Something they need to do.
Before time runs out.
This is crazy.
It leaves us hanging, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The author does a phenomenal job building the tension.
Yeah.
Leaving us with more questions than answers.
What happens next?
What does this countdown mean?
Yeah.
What fate awaits Valen and his crew on this derelict station?
I guess we'll have to wait for part 3 to find out. I can't stop thinking about that countdown.
Yeah, that countdown at the end of the last chapter really throws a wrench into things.
Like a ticking time bomb.
Yeah.
We have no idea what it's counting down to.
It really does make you think.
Yeah. What could it be? The author's really good at keeping us in suspense.
Yeah.
Doesn't give us any easy answers.
No.
Makes us really think about all the possibilities.
What are the possibilities? I mean...
It could be a warning.
A warning.
A deadline.
Oh.
A trigger for some catastrophic event.
We're just left to fill in the blanks.
With our own imaginations.
It's scary.
And the setting doesn't help.
No, not at all. I mean...
Trapped on this derelict station?
Orbiting a black hole.
Orbiting a black hole.
With this countdown ticking away.
Yeah, it's like a recipe for a cosmic horror story. Yeah. And we're right in the middle of it.
Do you think there's any significance to the black hole?
I think the black hole is definitely symbolic.
Okay.
Black holes are often associated with the unknown.
Right.
The point of no return.
Yeah.
It's a fitting backdrop for this climax.
Yeah.
Valen and his crew are facing a situation that could change everything.
Everything.
They've journeyed into the heart of a mystery.
Yeah, they have.
And now they're confronted with this countdown.
Right.
This ticking clock that seems to be governing their fate.
It's like they've stumbled onto a stage set for this grand cosmic play.
Yeah.
They're not sure if they're the audience.
Or the actors.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
It's so unsettling.
It is.
And then there's the whole thing with the holographic message.
The human figure.
The human figure.
The warning about this place being never meant to be found.
Never meant to be found.
What do you make of all of that?
It really does change everything.
It does.
Yeah.
Challenges our assumptions about the gate builders.
Right.
About their connection to humanity. About the nature of this whole story.
It opens up so many possibilities.
Maybe the gate builders weren't an alien civilization at all.
Okay.
Maybe they were our distant ancestors.
Our ancestors.
A branch of humanity that took a different evolutionary path.
That's a fascinating thought.
Or maybe they were something else entirely.
Something we can't even comprehend.
Beyond our understanding. Why hide this place?
That's the big question, isn't it?
It is.
What were they trying to protect or maybe contain?
There's definitely a sense of forbidden knowledge.
Yeah, like there's secrets that were never meant to be uncovered.
Makes you wonder if Valen and his crew have unleashed something they shouldn't have.
Right.
Triggered a chain of events they can't control.
It's a classic trope in science fiction.
It is.
The idea that knowledge can be dangerous.
Dangerous.
That there are some things humanity isn't ready to know.
Yeah.
But it's also a reminder of our curiosity.
Yeah.
Our drive to explore the unknown, even when it's risky.
Even when it could be dangerous.
It's what makes us human.
It's what makes the story so captivating.
Absolutely.
It's not just action and adventure.
Yeah.
It's about the pursuit of knowledge.
Yeah.
The consequences of our choices.
The struggle to understand our place in this vast and mysterious universe.
As we wrap up this deep dive,
Yeah.
I want to turn it over to you, the listener.
Okay.
What do you think awaits Valen and his crew?
What do you think that countdown means?
Is it a warning?
A deadline.
Or something else entirely?
Is the derelict station a tomb? A prison?
Or a gateway to something even more extraordinary?
And what secrets are hidden within that mysterious artifact?
We might not have the answers yet.
But one thing is for sure.
That's it.
Valen's journey is far from over.
He's crossed a threshold into the unknown.
And whatever lies on the other side is going to challenge everything he thought he knew.
About the galaxy.
About the gate builders.
About herself.
And that's the beauty of a good story.
It leaves us with more questions than answers.
Sparks our imaginations.
Invites us to continue the exploration on our own.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Until next time.
Keep looking up at the stars.
And wondering.
What secrets they hold.